welcome to Sleepy Notes Club. I hope you're all doing well. So I am very excited. I can finally give you a proper flip through of my Paper Republic journal. I got it about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I am very much in love with this cover. It's everything I wish for, and I spent the last couple weekends setting it up and just really thinking through the village of my inserts and my books and everything that it's holding, and I think I am in a really good place. I love what this is and what it makes me feel, so I really want to show you guys what's inside. So let's just start by introducing it again. This is my new Paper Republic journal. It is the Grand Voyager in the XL size, which fits basically like an A5 notebook insert and book refill, and it's in the color, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the color. I think it's time to reference my stationery journal real quick because I do record everything in here. So it is in the chestnut color. Here you go. If you can see, that is everything that came with my order, and it's already in my stationery journal, which I love. So here I have a little pendant. I'm not sure of the material, but it's just nice, and I think the purpley hue of the stone kind of goes really well with this journal. I think this cover is just super lovely. I love the leather, I love the feel of it, and it already has a couple of marks, but you know, I always welcome anything like that because it just makes me feel that it's more used and well loved. This is how it looks on the inside. I have a little paper bag. I don't remember what I got it from, but I'm basically holding my favorite star stickers that I always use in every single one of my setups. And at the back, I also have a little picture of my dad, because if you know me, here you go. I think it's a really funny one, so I have him picking through. If you know me, I always like to add a lot of photos and paper memories and anything that will make me really happy and make me feel the feels and just make me motivated to open my journal. So this is always here, and I'm just holding this with a clip. On this side, I have this folder also from Paper Republic. This one is just a cutout from one of my favorite gardening books. And here I'm holding more stickers that I usually use. So these numbered tabs that I got in Office Max, I think, or Amazon. No, it wasn't Amazon, this one's. My usual dot stickers, just in case I need to categorize anything in here. My Stalogy, I think these are the A6 size calendars, which I do use, and I will show you in a little bit. And these ones, I'm so in love with these stickers. I don't really have a link, sadly. These are made in Mexico, as you can see here, and I usually buy them in my local stationery shop. So these ones are the ones I always use, but I also found these little gold ones, and also on Amazon, if you want the link, let me know. But I also bought this little multicolor star stickers because I'm just obsessed with star stickers for some reason. So everything that I need for my decoration or to add a pop of color, then I am keeping in here. This is a postcard. This is Western Carolina University, which is where I studied for a bit back in 2012. But like I said, this is part of the Paper Republic book refills that you can find on the website. The first book refill I have in here is my scrapbook. Now, my scrapbook has definitely been subjected to a lot of changes. It used to be in my standard traveler's notebook, and then I had it for a while in an A6 notebook. But now I think I've reached an agreement with myself that this is the best place to have it. And it's just mainly me trying to be creative with my paper that I have and that I hoard. So I just make spreads like this. This is just things that my mom used to have in her collection because she used to bake a lot. This is also part of like my usual like furniture and crafts magazines, things that I find on my everyday life. For example, this Molly Sunshine paper doll craft bit. I think you had to DIY your own doll. At least the clothes, I think. And I found it in my local street market. And so I don't know if I'm actually gonna make the doll, but I did love the packaging. So I decided to just make a spread about it. And this is actual texture and fabric. And I usually do it in the weekends when I have a lot of time to just be creative, and to also try to get through all the paper bits that I have laying around. I'm trying to actually also go through my mom's collection, because at some point we are going to be moving to the UK. So instead of just bringing boxes and boxes of random paper, I'm trying to paste them in my scrapbook to have them forever. For example, this was a magazine that I used to have when I was a kid in the 2000s. This was also from my mom's collection back in the day for Disneyland or Disney World. So yeah, I recommend, if you have a lot of things laying around and you don't want to really get rid of them because they're pretty to you or they mean something to you, I recommend just making a junk journal or a scrapbook on any of your old notebooks that you don't use. And I swear it's just a really nice kind of self-care practice for you, and at the same time you're doing something productive in the sense that you're organizing all these loose bits that you may have laying around. So yeah, this is basically what I have been doing almost every weekend for the past month, and it's just been amazing. Yeah, so just maps from my trip to Mexico City, when we used to live in Leeds in the north of England as well. I used to go to Lush a lot, and I kept collecting all these receipts, so now I have a place to put them and paste them. My usual lovely fruit stickers and just stickers in general from Glossier, so of course I couldn't even get rid of this, so now it's in my scrapbook. Another piece of a magazine that I've been keeping, I think is when the Queen passed away, and just anything that you can find laying around. So yeah, that is basically my scrapbook, and I really love the act of compiling all these pieces of paper that I have, so it's been great. I also have a couple more pictures here at the back because I do want to do something with them. I'm not sure what yet, but it's just pictures of me and my husband back in the day, my bestie, and then me as well. So yeah, these are just kind of in the queue to be used in here. This is the back of that envelope, and I just pasted one of my favorite pictures from my mom and I, and this is just a snapshot that I always paste everywhere that I got in a charity shop at one point. And the next book refill, I do have, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I do have 3 different refills in here, but the second and probably the most important one is my one on a day, and it's again in this Paper Republic book, which I love the look of. I always see this specific one in their social media and I'm just in love. So this is how it looks on the inside. Now, if you've been following me for a little bit, you will know that a very big part of my journaling system is my one on a day. I used to have this one in my pocket moleskin, and this is how it used to look. So I used to have a calendar to mark the start of the month, some wins on the side, a bigger calendar for my one on a day, and then just random pages to record if something interesting happened. But for some reason, a couple months ago, I just wanted something bigger, something where I could play a little bit more with my cutouts and with my layouts. So I decided that this size, which is A5, would be perfect. So let me show you real quick. June, my usual calendar with the days I did use this journal. This is my one on a day. If anything important happens, then it goes here, and it's just a really good overview of your month. I was gonna do this as my wins, but I decided to just do a one on a day instead to keep it more simple. Now July is complete. I've been really good at keeping up with my one on a day. So this is how I decided to decorate my month. We are trying to be a bit better in terms of health and workouts and healthy eating, so that's kind of July. And this little bit is part of my, let me show you, I don't know, like receipt book that I got from Choosing Keeping, and they do give you a couple of these see-through invoices, I guess you can call it, and I just pasted it here so it adds a little bit of dimension. So yeah, this is how July is going for my one on a day, and the next couple of pages is just interesting events that happened. For example, my hubby's birthday, I bought him his favorite cake, we went to a hotel, and just some more receipts, some more entries, and this order from Paper Republic. I'm just hiding my address. These are bits and pieces from another friend's baby shower, so I just kept some of the packaging as well. A picture of me and my dad, of course, as always. You know, this is something I open every day, my one on a day, so I just want to have random pieces of memories to motivate me and to keep me happy. So I just pasted it here with some of the star stickers that I showed you before, and more pictures of me a couple years back, I think on Valentine's Day, of Sudbury, where we lived 2023, and another picture of my dad. That this one I'm using as a kind of like divider, I guess, a bookmark or something, so I just kind of put this anywhere I go on my journal. So yeah, that is my one on a day and the second to last insert. Now let me show you the last one, and this one I am very excited. I finally found somewhere to place my label collection. I've shown you this one a couple times already, and it's been on multiple notebooks, but I think I finally found one that works, and again in this setup it's just perfect. So this is a plain paper refill as well from Paper Republic, and yeah, this is where I keep and collect all my labels. It could be like cloth labels, fruit labels, food labels, anything that I like the look of and I can't get rid of, I just paste in here. Another one of these invoices from my book that I showed you. And this one is just an envelope that I'm keeping just in case I find a label on the go. And this is my collection as of now. This is drinks, clothes, honey, some Costco bits, and a lot of fruit ones in here, fruit stickers. I want to fill everything in here. I think it's gonna be so satisfying at the end. So yeah, that is the last one. And this thing here, I do like to have it in this setup because this is my childhood world map. I don't know if this is still a thing, but this one was from my personal collection from my school supplies. So I'm now using it to record all the countries that I visit. So for example, the US, of course, Mexico, France, the UK or England, and the Netherlands as well. But yeah, that was my Paper Republic tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions of what you want to see next, let me know, and I will see you guys very soon.